Hey everyone, it's me, Gavin Vengeance, and welcome back to the channel where I don't have anything set up. Anyways, we are back. My apologies for the previous stream and having to leave early, but you know, adult life. I got no choice but to take care of my parenting and go and grab stuff for the house and all that good stuff. You guys know how it is. Anywho, let's actually start the Xianzhou Luofu this time in Honkai Star Rail. So, let's pick up where we left off and dive right into it. Oh man, okay, we are back. We're actually gonna do stuff today and not have to randomly leave anymore. So we're good for the remainder of the day. If you guys are just tuned into the stream, be sure to watch part 1 where you can see where I abruptly have to leave, and you know, it's not really that entertaining. Anywho, we are gonna continue on and get introduced to
sweet enough,
the Xianzhou Luofu.
Getting us escorted away by your cloud.
Oh man, I had a lot of stuff done in that brief hour. We are very happy, but again, apologize. If I would have known that I would have had to leave in such a short amount of time, I probably wouldn't have streamed initially. But here we are. Everything's all well and fine and good, and we're going to continue the journey, and I'm going to try to pay as much attention as I can to the story, so we will absorb all of the lore. Ooh, that's hot.
Into the story in your own way.
What did I just get there? Okay, 20 enemies today. Perfect. We are on a roll. Try to get back some of my skill points or ability points, whatever they're called. Worksite dispatch. Various freight containers placed on the assembly line. Okay, so we've got a couple of puzzle mechanics here. Pretty much just trying to create a path, right? From what I understand. Fairly standard stuff. Alright. Done. Look at me solving these puzzles. I am quite literally a genius. I bet it would have took hours for the standard human being to be able to solve those puzzles, but you know. When you're as intelligent as me,
work for the Skyfaring Commission, so
nothing to it.
You're aware of its destructive power.
Yes.
Path of Holy Hymn.
As an Amicassator, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion.
Okay, so Ting Yun is traveled. What do we have here? That's a defense piece, and what's the other one? That's not what I'm trying to figure out what it is. Apparently, oh wait, okay, I see what's going on here. Defense and lightning damage. That would actually be really good for Serval. Huh. I might have to farm that at some point. That's a different looking enemy.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it! Time to twirl!
Nap time.
Alright. Oh man.
Let's rock!
It feels so good to be able to just completely obliterate literally everything that I come up against. And knowing that I haven't warped once on this account. I'm not gonna try to dilly-dally around too much, like looking for treasure chests and stuff. So don't be too put off by me missing certain things or whatever. I'll go back and explore whenever I get some spare time. I just pretty much want to prioritize getting through the story at this point, or completing certain missions, so that way I can continue growing my account, breaking the equilibriums, and making sure that I'm able to farm certain things for my characters, like trace items or ascension materials, so on and so
You
forth.
can fight it.
I'll worry
or
about
rock with
the
it.
actual equipment and stuff like that when I'm actually able to get the 5-star gear. So, things like that hymn that we just discovered, or the corrosion, whatever it's called, so I'll worry about that stuff when it's actually worthwhile, I guess. Not that it's not worthwhile beginning, but, you know, there are alternatives that I can put in place right now that I don't really have to be so finicky about, I guess, right now. And we'll worry about min-maxing stats or really trying to cater to your character's needs when it's actually more fit. Like I said, my priority is just building the characters around their traces, their leveling, breaking the equilibriums, and then gear's kind of like an afterthought currently for me. I think what I have right now will suffice as long as I try to level it up a little bit. Like, I've been a little bit cautious on my account so far with trying to, like, ascend my light cones. So, for example, if I got a 3-star or a 4-star light cone, I'm trying to not ascend it. What the heck is this thing? What, can I aggro that? What is this? Okay, so this is similar to like the robot thingies that we had in Bellabog. Right, and any kind of like interruption or whatever, I have to clear it, that obstacle first for it to lead us. It's similar to like a Sealy, I guess, in
You can
Genshin.
fight it or rock with it.
Cricane or something, I think you called it. I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I've been trying to like prioritize ascending my 5-star light cones more so than anything else. I've been cautious with like 3 and 4 stars because
How am I gonna get that time back?
I know I'm eventually going to be able to unlock 5-star light cones for at least 3 or 4 of my characters fairly easily. And those I can prioritize ascending because they're going to be a little bit more valuable for my account later on down the road. And currently right now, like the 4-star ones are decent, and they do have some great effects as well. They are very viable, sometimes even more so than the 5 stars. But I've been a little picky and choosy just because I don't really know 100% what's on the horizon yet. And I think for someone who's not really going to have a whole lot of that like extra currency from pulling,
The best is yet
it's
to come.
probably better for me to be overly cautious. Just so that way I don't find myself between like a rock and a hard place, right? Let's go back and try to finish this puzzle. Really loving the aesthetic of this place though. Okay, so this is a little bit different than I guess it picks up a parcel and then it has to deliver it to its destination. This is different. I was literally expecting a treasure chest to just spawn. Cool. Alright, that's fairly simple. I'm down, I can complete those puzzles. I don't think there's anything else left to do over here except for this like a Honkai cube or whatever, right? Okay. Well, looks like I need to rotate this. And I gotta put it on the outside, right? I get it. I understand. Dude, this place is friggin' sick. My god, the visuals. What is that ring? It's got a big ripple in it and stuff. It's like a gigantic ribbon or something. Interesting. Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about it from like some NPC dialogue or something. I will say, I feel like I could easily get lost in this place just because of like the different stairwells and stuff. Or stairways. So I already came through here. Dude, what is that guy? He looks beefy.
Get ready and watch your backs.
Leave it to me.
Should I enhance? I'm not going to. I don't care. We'll take it on. I'm gonna let it auto if it allows. Okay. Apparently not.
Here to crash the
Oh,
party.
it can summon some help. Gotcha.
Time for a shot.
I should probably have March 7th in my group.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
I think I'm gonna swap out Serval for Mark.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Time to twirl.
I think thus far,
Do you know who I
what
am?
I've been encountering in terms of like any sort of like difficulty with what I've got set up with my account is more so limitation on which light cones are available to my party members, because like, you know, normally you would stumble upon an additional light cone through pulling, obviously, but there's
Lance at the ready.
who's the character that I'm missing one for? I'm missing one for Xingqiu, and I'm also missing an alternative
Pretty good crowd
erudition light cone. So I've got
Ready to lose
multiple
yourself?
copies
You can fight it.
of one light cone that I
rock
have,
with
and
it.
I was tempted to level it up like a second one, which is just a dupe, really,
That's better. Honored to meet
just because I do have quite a few erudition characters. I guess the reasoning behind not wanting to is just in case I do get an additional
Lance
5-star
ablaze.
one at some point, or an additional like really good 4-star one that I can build.
Lance! Forward!
So maybe that's kind of why I'm holding off on it, and that way I can just take it and
Let's rock.
slot it into the other one that I already have built to just rank it up or whatever. I can't remember what it's called in this
I'm
game,
on
but
guard.
it's essentially increasing the rank of the weapon.
That's it. This song's for you.
Oh, I just realized that it's sacrificing health every single time that it does the summon. I probably should heal. I probably should heal.
just in time. Just a little something.
Sorry, Serval. My bad.
Ready to jam.
Jeez, that heal was massive.
Do you know who I am?
Big diamond.
It's all yours. Time to twirl.
It's time.
Some people told me that I'd be annoyed once I got to this portion of the game because of how the enemies like
Let's rock.
revive themselves essentially. But it's not
Ready
that
to
bad.
lose yourself? You can
Currently.
fight it or rock with it.
It definitely does
That's better.
draw out the
Little
battles a
jam.
little bit more, but that's not a bad thing.
Lance at the ready.
And I'm guessing that this Mara struck is obviously what's
Lance
afflicted
ablaze.
Jing Liu in the trailer that we watched with Jing Liu and at least that's what it seems like, where her eyes like glowing red and
Pretty good
stuff.
crowd today.
Kind of makes you wonder if you strike them down when they're Mara struck and they come back in the game. Why don't they come back in the cutscene
Do you know who I
in the
am?
animation?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Unless it was like the second time that Jing Yuan like encountered her or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much.
Let's rock.
Dude, that attack is
Song's for you.
Lance ablaze.
it's pretty potent.
Lance! Forward!
Naughty child.
Nice teamwork.
What are you looking at?
I'm on guard.
Pretty good crowd today. Let's rock.
Not a scratch.
I wonder if I shouldn't just bring. You know what? I'm gonna keep it
Just in
canon.
time.
I'm not gonna
Just a
bring
little something.
Don Hong with me.
How appropriate. Now,
I just keep seeing a couple of other like additional enemies that have the weakness to him, and that's kind of what's making me want to. But for the sake of keeping it canon, he's not coming along with me.
Oh, finally. Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way. Oh, my beautiful tail. We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about.
Uh.
Don't fret. All Amicacitors know their way around
shit.
the star skiff.
That's too good.
I was perfectly
The dialogue
confident
in this
she
game is
volunteered
perfect.
to help. Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
Undelivered letter. Well, I don't want to leave just yet, so. Celestial Axes. Okay. But what does it do? Select the layer. Align the inner and outer rings celestial axis in the same direction. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I've got to line them up with the blue. All right. Well, that's fairly straightforward.
It took that long?
I'm trying my hardest, Herta. Don't judge me. I know that you are a bad actress, Ash. Bad actress. Good try, though. You ripped me away from the stream once today. I'm not going again. Unless it's an emergency, obviously. Shape of Icicle. Okay, so these are probably ascension materials for characters based around the Xianzhou Luofu, possibly? Yes, it was for a good reason. I must admit we did accomplish quite a bit. And I'm glad. If you're happy, I'm happy, so that's the main thing. Dude, this area is like so different from Belobog. Well, I mean, you know.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Xianzhou Luofu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Luofu. As the biggest port on the ship, Starskiff Haven is governed by the Skyfaring Commission too.
So this place is pretty damn important.
What was it again? Oh, Hammy Cassiter. By which I mean nice speech.
That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally, I'd be a good host and take you around, but these are difficult times. Let's head to the Palace of Astrum first and report your arrival to Madame Yukong.
Palace of Astrum.
Palace of Astrum?
Right there, the tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry, we haven't got much time.
I like how all the responses are essentially like, but
I
why?
don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, I wouldn't want to be around for the consequences.
Sounds scary. I thought you said she was kind-hearted.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you can inform Madame Yukong of our arrival first, we'll meet you at the palace entrance later.
Very well.
So we're gonna get her in trouble, essentially.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her. I've spent too long on the bench.
Old man Welt.
Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead.
I'm not gonna be judgy.
I need to give you 2 a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be without risk. We need to be prepared and take it seriously.
She is a top Xianzhou leader. Oh, Mr. Yang, do you think this could be Belobog all over again?
I mean, better cautious than not, right?
No, the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely have a string of difficult questions for us. Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who leaked their information to us? Careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would make things much harder for us.
Huh, crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know it.
I wonder who that'll be.
Good idea. We can be his cheerleaders in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's not do that.
I figured he'd be all for it.
We'll find a way through. Let me do the talking.
New message. Benefactor, I'd like to ask you something. What is it? Yeah, that's my voice. This may be disrespectful, but I'm very curious. Is the Express really here just to help the Xianzhou Luofu solve the Stellaron problem? Is it really that hard to understand why the Express is here? Can't someone act simply out of the kindness of their heart? After all, people who help others without thinking of compensation or risk during the dangerous trips across the galaxy is rarer than air and vacuum. When the higher-ups of Xianzhou first heard of your reasons for coming, they thought you were here either to seek immortality or the Stellaron. What? Seeking immortality is absolutely forbidden on the Xianzhou, no? Yes. As the home of long-life species, countless elixir seekers from all corners of the universe come to the Xianzhou to... Let me read! To reenact bygone histories and discover the secret of the Xianzhou residents' immortality. Apologies, I may have crossed the line. I don't know why I said all this. I have absolute trust in your sincerity, benefactor, but the powerful masters are bound to think more than a pawn like me. So, please be careful. Okay, so they think I have ulterior motives for actually, like, ending up here in the Luofu. Which I guess is not completely off base, right? But I mean, it's mainly because of the Stellaron. And because, you know, Kafka kind of said, can you do this for me? Totally not twisting your arm, but, should probably do this for me. It's in the best interest of the Astral Express crew. By the way, there's a Stellaron. Just thought you should know. Hang that bait right out in front of our face.
That's it?
Alright, what else do we have here? I'm gonna swap my team around. I'm gonna throw in, should I delve? I don't know if I should. Because I'm already using my preservation stuff. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm already using the preservation gear that I have built up for the MC. And I kind of don't really want to swap him to physical. Go no further. The area ahead is currently under inspection. The lockdown will be lifted when the safety is ensured. Okay. So, no exploration as of right now. They're just gonna tell me to head to the castle, right? That's where I'm going.
Oh, you're here already. Sorry to keep you waiting. Madame Yukong is expecting you.
Are you not coming?
I've brought the Madame Helmmaster up to speed.
Helmmaster?
It's over to you now.
Alright. Let's see what awaits us. Let's meet this Yukong.
Report the losses to General Jing Yuan and find someone from the Divination Commission. I can't just stand there watching while we deal with this mess.
I like her voice actress.
Greetings, guests from the Astral Express.
Dude, she looks cool. Holy shit, she looks cool.
Ting Yun has informed me of the purpose of your visit. Receiving guests isn't normally one of my responsibilities. But since you know about the Stellaron and have stated that you want to help the Luofu, I thought I should at least meet you in person.
She
and
seems
politely
reasonable.
decline your proposal.
What? I had to open my mouth.
The Xianzhou Alliance knows what a Stellaron is, and is more than capable of handling it ourselves. We have been around for over 8,000 years, and
that's a
weathered
long
countless
time.
Dangers and crises. While the situation is serious, we have more than enough resources to spare. Outsider help is not needed on this occasion.
Sounds vaguely familiar, like I've witnessed the same sort of refusal in multiple RPGs
You are
prior.
guests from afar. There is no reason for this matter to concern you. Am I making myself clear?
The Stellaron's the Xianzhou's problem and their problem alone, essentially, and they'll deal with it when they feel the need to deal with it.
From what we've gathered,
And they don't want to
the
involve
influence of the
outsiders.
Stellaron can still be contained
Fairly typical plotline.
if we can locate it in time and contain it, it's possible that we can restore any space and any individuals affected by the corrosion. We have experience in preventing Stellaron disasters, and we've only come here to lend you that experience.
I've said this and I'll say it again. This is an internal affair of the Xianzhou Alliance, and there is no need for the Astral Express to get involved. I decided to arrange a meeting with you as a gesture of respect, but my decision is final.
Ah, man. Come on. Just let us help.
But
Never mind, Mr. Yang. If the Xianzhou Alliance say they can handle it, then we're wasting our breath. Let's go.
Oh, man, the reverse psychology.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Or not?
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
It's only been a few days since the presence of a Stellaron was detected on the Luofu. Starskiff Haven has been under full lockdown. No one has been permitted to leave. How did you come to know of the incident?
Ah, shit, here we go.
What led you to conclude that it was linked to a
Oh,
Stellaron?
no! Now we're being held captive, yet again, on another
I
planet.
acquired the access history of Starskiff Haven. Not long ago, someone hacked into the system and opened the Jade Gate, before guiding you, the
Was it
Astral
Silver
Express,
Wolf?
into our territory. The hacker was skillful and even taunted us with her seal.
Man,
Her
I'm
name
good.
is Silver Wolf.
I mean, she's the only hacker that we've been introduced to yet, so I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but, you know.
What say you?
I
in your
remember.
defense?
The Stellaron Hunters want to use you to take us out. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth and let
You
Walt
were
do the
forbidden
talking.
from leaving the Skyfaring Commission until the aforementioned questions have been investigated.
Well,
Don't be too harsh, Yukong. If this gets out, the whole galaxy will think the Alliance has forgotten how to treat our guests.
enter Jing Yuan.
General Jing Yuan.
It's very unlikely that the Express has joined forces with the Stellaron Hunters. They are mortal enemies, after all. Apologies for interrupting your meeting. My name is Jing Yuan. I'm the General of the Cloud Knights here on the Luofu.
General, this is an internal affair for the Luofu.
I fully agree with you, Helm Master Yukong. This is indeed an internal affair. I am sorry, guests of the Astral Express. It is true that there is a Stellaron on the Luofu, but I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer to help resolve the issue. This is a Xianzhou matter, and it is our responsibility to handle it.
I mean, you guys could just, you know, let us help.
Of course, it would be inappropriate of me to let you return without something to show for it. While I cannot accept your help with regard to the Stellaron, I do have a favor to ask. Please, after you. The Astral Express. I must confess that the train's reputation precedes it, such that it is often close to my thoughts. How delightful to come face to face with its passengers.
Well, at least he's polite.
it's an honor to meet you, General. May I ask what the favor you spoke of is?
A matter that requires capable people such as yourselves. We captured a member of the Stellaron Hunters a few days ago, who goes by the name of Blade. During our investigation,
And he
the
looks sick.
Divination Commission, the department in charge of intelligence processing, intercepted a transmission sent out by his accomplice, Kafka, who has managed to hide aboard the ship. As for where that transmission was destined, I have some knowledge of your relationship with the Stellaron Hunters. The Divination Commission is convinced that you made an alliance with them. I say that.
So maybe I should have said that they were trying to use them to get to us. I don't know.
Express are honorable people whose valiant deeds are lauded across the universe. There must have been a misunderstanding. As such, I came to the conclusion that the communication must have been an attempt by the Stellaron Hunters to sow dissent between us.
We've been brain.
We can handle
I
the
think they have
Stellaron,
other motives.
but it will take time, and will require the bulk of the Cloud Knights on the ship. It is this Kafka that concerns me. The longer she stays on the ship, the bigger the threat she will pose.
Yeah, she's quite
Since
mysterious.
the Stellaron hunters lured you to our ship, we shall move with the current. You are hereby authorized to do as you deem fit on the Luofu, with the goal of bringing Kafka out of the shadows and under our control. Doing so would clear the misunderstanding between us.
So they want
reveal
us
the
to
true
prove
intentions of the Stellaron hunters,
our
and
intentions.
help us understand their connection to the Stellaron burst. What
What do you think?
Of course you do. You can be
Nah,
strangers
not really.
and simply walk away. But I feel you wish to help the Xianzhou. The Luofu never fails to reward that which is given.
Okay.
Wonderful. It's a deal then. I shall notify Yukong that all intel is to be shared with you, and that our best personnel are to aid you in your search. If there's anything the Skyfaring Commission or the Cloud Knights can do for you during your stay, don't hesitate to make it known.
Well, this is a much better reception than, you know, Yukong. The chat concluded, and Welch shot you a covert gesture. You understand that this is the crew's own discussion time. It went well, thank you. I apologize for having to take off and everything, but we ordered a couple of doors for our house, and they finally came in, so we went out of town to grab them, pick them up while I had some spare time. So that's why we had to take off. Again, my apologies, but we're back, man. We like I said, we had adulting to do, so here we are yet again, actually playing through the story. Appreciate you returning. It's really damn cool. Thanks. So we just talked to Jing Yuan's hologram, projection sandpit, Dendronet? Huh? It is said that the tree will grow new parts in response to the changes in its surroundings, hence the Divination Commission will send diviners over regularly to trim it. Okay. Keep talking to him for info? Gotcha.
I've heard of you. The Alliance is very interested in the Astral Express.
The reception I got so far, Yukong looks really damn cool, but she is stern, and obviously they don't want to accept our help, so, I mean, it's a fairly typical plotline that I've encountered in other, RPGs. Most times it's, often resolved with, the whole, like, we should have just accepted your help from the start.
Blade is wanted by both the Corporation and the Alliance.
We'll see how this one
I'm
turns
afraid
out, I
cannot
guess.
comment on his file. There are 5 known members of the Stellaron Hunters. Elio is their leader, but always stays behind the scenes. Most of the operations are led by Kafka.
Yep.
Had the Divination Commission not intercepted her encrypted transmission, she would have remained undetected for much longer.
All right.
Bring her to us.
That's true.
Ordinary means may prove futile when it comes to this individual. But the Divination Commission has ways of...
Oh.
Don't misunderstand me. The
I was
Xianzhou
gonna
does
say,
not
are they
engage
gonna
in
torture her?
Retrieving intel does not necessarily involve the use of violence. In any case, you can
Maybe they
deliver her
got a
directly
different
to
way
us.
inside their
Once we learn
brains.
something, I will share every piece of information with you. If
All right.
things go as planned, I would love to find the time to sit with all of you and hear about your experiences among the stars.
I
My
really like his
responsibilities to the
personality.
Xianzhou have meant that I haven't had the chance to travel in many years.
He seems
Yet
very
I've
like
nothing
down to
be
earth, very
expressed for a long
grounded.
time. It is heartening to learn of its continued journey along that starward track. I have other matters to attend to. Goodbye for now.
Peace. Yeah, I really like Jing Yuan. He's really cool. So as far as I'm aware, the upcoming character banners have Yukong, as well as Jing Yuan and Silver Wolf, I believe, as well. Which is really cool because in the closed beta, I believe all we had was Sila and Jing Yuan to pull from, and I didn't get either. So, not that I'm pulling again in this one, you know what I mean, but it will be interesting to see how the other characters play.
Surface of this general
Because I can still try them out with the trials, at least. I don't have to pull for them to try the characters. But you still get to see an idea of what they bring to the table, right?
Theoretically, yes, but something feels off. That's it. A minor detail, but curious. He avoided talking about Blade.
There's probably a reason
Since
for
the
that.
Cloud Knights have already captured a Stellaron hunter, why not use him to get to Kafka? Why rely on us? The Xianzhou is reluctant to involve outsiders in the Stellaron disaster,
True.
so why is it so keen on letting us capture a Stellaron hunter?
Yeah, I hear you. It would be nice to have an Erudition wind element character. Just because, I don't know, I kind of gravitate more towards the Erudition just because of the AoE, I guess. But it would be nice to have an alternative to Dan Heng. I feel you. It would also be nice to have a light character, which I don't have access to currently. But, you know, who knows what the future holds. He's using us as bait? That could be a possibility. That also may be a possibility.
Yes. The only sensible conclusion I can draw is that Blade had already escaped when Jing Yuan spoke to us, provided they even captured him in the first place. Therefore, given our connection to Kafka, we represent the only way of luring the Stellaron hunters in.
I wonder what he was referencing, and I'm sure we're gonna find out when Blade made that little speech to Jing Yuan in the in that like dark black room.
Now that we've figured that out, perhaps we can get closer to the core of what's happening here.
I did have an opportunity to use Sampo in the closed beta, and using him in the closed beta, I wasn't horribly fond of him. Like, he has his uses, and you can definitely use him in different, like, you know, situations, and you can build him to be really good. But for my personal play style or preference, I didn't really fussy him.
Investigation is in your hands now. I'll issue you a pass so you can access the facilities around Starskiff Haven. As for personnel, the Skyports
I do like his
currently
personality,
all
though.
under maintenance,
I think Sampo is one of
so
the
we're
better
thinly
characters,
stretched.
for sure.
What I can do is send Ting-Yun as your guide. She'll take care of you during your stay.
Why does her voice sound so familiar? Like, her voice actress sounds incredibly familiar.
Seeing as the General gave the order, the Skyfaring Commission will lend you our full support. The Stellaron Hunter investigation is in your hands now. As for
She
personnel,
sounds incredibly
the
familiar.
Skyports are currently all under maintenance, so we're...
They may have already revealed her voice actress as well, I don't know, but she sounds very, very familiar. What's up, March 7th?
What do you make of this Jing Yuan?
He's pretty handsome. I gotta go with it.
I'm not asking about that. Although, you're not wrong.
Oh, whoa!
He's
Whoa
much
now!
easier to talk to than that Yukong.
Oh,
Their
shit.
attitudes are so different. Maybe that's why she's only a Helm Master and he's a General.
Well, It sounds like March 7th is smitten with Jing Yuan. He's easy on the eyes. All right, let's continue on. The dialogue in this game, man, I'm telling you, it's key to everything.
You heard our discussion. What do you make of it?
What do I make of it? The way of heaven is apparent, but the heart of humanity is often deceptive. Are you asking me to divine their true intentions?
I remember being introduced to her in a trailer that I reacted to. She was like stopping and like twisting bullets that Kafka shot at her. Maybe that's a bit of foreshadowing or something, but I remember seeing that in that cutscene. I recognize her.
That won't be necessary. The crew has nothing to do with the incident. Of that, I am almost certain. It isn't their intentions that trouble me. All I want is for them to lure out the one we're after.
So he is using us as bait.
Wasn't that my idea, General?
Indeed. Your counsel has always been a great help to me. You may use your discretion on the matters ahead of us.
Why don't you retire early and I use my discretion full time?
She also sounds very familiar.
It is still too soon, unfortunately. If something goes wrong, you'll need a general to take the blame. How could I simply walk away and put you at such risk?
His voice is obviously Sino, right? From Genshin. That's Alejandro Saab.
If you'd brought me that blade earlier, none of this would have been necessary. Wait, what are you up to exactly? Xingyuan, did you let him escape on purpose?
Me? I had no idea he might escape. Unlike you, my gaze never travels beyond the horizon.
Bull!
I take full responsibility. The Cloud Knights failed in their duty.
He's just not letting on that he was doing that. I remember this guy is the chess player, and he's trying to be sneaky and hiding pieces and stuff like that in this trailer. I know what he's up to. He's crafty.
I can understand. There's a lot to take care of on the Xianzhou. You were bound to miss something. Thank goodness I'm here.
She doesn't believe him.
On that note, perhaps it's about time you finally nominate me as your successor when the 6 charioteers next convene.
The who?
Yes. I have to go now. I'll leave this in your overwhelmingly capable hands, Fu Shen. There are 3 things in the world that I can't seem to rid myself of. The troubles of the Xianzhou, the papers on my desk, and the weeds in my garden.
General, Diviner Fu wants the General's position for herself. Everyone knows that.
She is very capable, but her intellect is burdened by a quick temper. I'll retire when she's achieved a better balance.
This Stellaron thing is
I like
easy.
him, man.
Let
I don't
me
know.
escape,
Regardless
now
if he's a
gotta go
bad
get
dude or
him.
not,
Just
I
say
like
the
him.
word, and I'll solve this in a flash.
I can understand your impatience, and I know you want to prove yourself. Now is not the time. If you truly wish to become sword champion, you shouldn't be running around brandishing your sword at people, especially not a major criminal.
You think I'd lose to Blade?
I'm saying you need to have patience, Yanqing. Governing Xianzhou is different from a sword fight. The only way to build momentum is to work slowly. Besides, we still don't know who's really moving the chess pieces.
See, I told you, it was all chess
There's
references.
something we must take care of before making our next move. As long as it remains unresolved, we're at a stalemate. That something is the Stellaron. How did it manage to bypass the Skyfaring Commission's inspections and the Divination Commission's predictions? Where is it now?
I say we bring those 2 Stellaron hunters before Diviner Fu. She'll get an answer out of them in no time.
I've asked our friends from the Express to take care of that for us. Worry not, you'll have your moment when the current stalemate is broken.
So essentially, Yanqing is very eager to resolve the issue, and it seems like Jing Yuan just kind of wants to let things play out or run their course, and he kind of understands that things will kind of fall into place.
And there are some things that I would only assign to you. Speaking of which, Yanqing... that boy. I suppose it is my fault. I should have given him an opportunity already. A sharp sword can't stay sheathed forever. My fear is that this might prove too big a setback. Bigger than his exuberance.
He's trying to look out for him and teach him like his master taught him, right? Hello again, Tingyun. Seems like you will take a bit longer to chat with Madame Yukong. I'm gonna go have a stroll outside. Once you're done, you can find me at the docks. Yeah, he likes pulling the strings just enough to try to accomplish his goals without having to I don't know, I wouldn't say intervene, but without having to jump from point A to point B, I guess. He'd rather go through A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on and so forth.
Seems like we were destined to be in each other's company. The Skyfaring Commission has reserved rooms for you at the Petrichor Inn. When you finish your business here, how about some tea together? Not at all. Though I'd appreciate it if you mentioned to Madame Yukong that you got a warm reception from me when you next see her. Better to be busy than idle, I suppose.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? If they are the very long-living, or ever, they're not eternal, are they? They live long lives, I think. Maybe I misread that. Maybe they are eternal. I don't know. But it makes sense. I mean, if they're all that old, then yeah, I can see why they treat you like a child. But so does Kafka, right? I don't know if Kafka treats us like a child as much as she treats us like a pet. I don't know. I get why everybody likes her, but geez, dude. I ain't simping, fuck that. No, not me.
Well, here we are. I feel sleepy already.
Oh, what? But we've done a whole day's work. What's the sun playing at? It felt like we spent the whole day in the Palace of Astrum.
It was literally like 10 minutes.
Did you see Madame Yukong frown at us? I thought her guards were about to jump out of nowhere and throw us in jail.
Okay, so they are just long living. Gotcha.
I'd rather deal with monsters than these big shots. I mean, not that Madame Yukong doesn't have her merits.
Sometimes you probably shouldn't speak out loud, March 7th.
Don't worry.
I don't know.
My lips are sealed.
Sure they are.
But as her subordinate, I have to say that it's Madame Yukong's duty to keep her guard up. The Luofu is facing a crisis, and as head of the Skyfaring Commission, she is responsible for the security of the Xianzhou's customs and borders. She's actually a very reasonable old girl in private.
Do I really want to question her age? Probably not.
They say that many years ago, Madame Yukong was an ace pilot in the Cloud Knights. She was a work hard, play harder type, known for her hot temper and incredible skill.
Cool.
Eventually, she became the head of the entire commission, which required her to learn patience and adopt a meticulous approach to her work. In any case, Madame Yukong instructed me to reserve the best rooms at the inn and have all your expenses covered. She wants to extend the full courtesy of the Xianzhou so that all of you enjoy your stay to the fullest.
And then all of a sudden it's wake up! Get out of here! Guards are here to see you.
She specifically mentioned that if you wish to buy anything at the inn, be it food or otherwise, just let the innkeeper know. The commission will cover the cost.
Good to know. Should I echo it? I'm not going to.
Why don't you go back yourself? Seeing as our hosts are so thoughtful, I guess we should help ourselves. Right, Mr. Yang?
We should focus on our objective first. Seeing as Helmmaster Yukong was extremely reluctant to get us involved, am I right to speculate that the Skyfaring Commission has some leads on the whereabouts of Kafka?
And he's very perceptive.
Exactly right. The suspect is extremely cunning. She encrypted her transmission and timed her communication. We couldn't pinpoint her exact location. But as cunning as she is, the Divination Commission has managed to find something.
Oh, hello there.
Coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
Don't let her words distract you. That's the sound of a device.
Which means what exactly? This is a starship. There are all kinds of devices making weird noises.
True.
Miss March, to the untrained ear, these noises may sound the same, but for the craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission, every machine has a different pitch and melody. The General sent for craftsmen, and they concluded that the sound came from the shipyard facilities in Stargazer Navalia. Now, get some rest and prepare yourselves for the operation ahead. I look forward to seeing you in action.
That's that's a little more perceptive than our buddy Welt. That device in the background there, that sounds specifically like this one area that is actually, it's very, very specific, and we recognize it. That I know that area. That's what it sounds like.
Let's take advantage of the rest. It won't be easy to track down Kafka the Stellaron Hunter.
I don't know. I mean, sounds
let the
pretty
Express
easy
know
if they
how
can
we're
pick up
doing.
on it just by sound.
More importantly, let's see how Don Hung's doing. Ask him what he's up to. Then tell him we're having loads of fun.
I'll text him, sure. Message failed to send. That's not good.
You've been standing here for half an hour. It's rare to see you like this. Are you worried about those two? Welt is with them. They should be fine.
Himiko, did you keep a copy of the Stellaron Hunter's transmission? Can I have a look?
Maybe he recognizes the sound too.
Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Luofu.
Yeah, the size of the Xianzhou Luofu is it's ridiculous. It's kind of like the Death Star, right?
An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
Except it's less spherical.
What exactly are you Stellaron Hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of
speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say. It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible.
Stop!
Do you know him?
The Xianzhou is in danger. This man, he...
Uh-oh.
If he's on the ship, then Welt, March, and him. Everyone is in grave danger. But...
Is he connected to that past you want to escape?
I can't leave them down there. It's just... I'm afraid my burden has finally caught up with me. And that everyone is about to be drawn in.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna unravel some of the mysteries surrounding Dan Heng.
Is there anyone who doesn't carry around a past burden? She may not remember it, but even a girl as carefree as March has hers. We tread on a path that is hidden from us. The things we see and the trails we blaze all become our baggage. They weigh us down, but they also give us strength to continue the journey. Try not to dwell on it, Dan Heng. The Express spends 7 standard days at each stop. Its passengers are allowed to do as they deem fit during that time. Pom-Pom and I are more than capable of looking after the Express. If there's something you've got to do it now. Better than regretting it further down the line.
Okay, so maybe we'll actually be able to put him in our party if he's actually going to venture to the Xianzhou Luofu and intervene to try to save us from Blade.
With us once this is all over, right?
Oh! Okay. So I am literally just Dan Heng. Are they like jamming our signal or something right now?
The network is down, but some functions still work. Virtually nothing has changed since I left. Apart from darkness.
Whoa! I'm sure I can take down whatever encounter is ahead of me. Even though it is just trial Dan Heng. Did that say investigate?
Shattered Cloud Knight armor. A conflict with the Cloud Knights? Not likely. Mr. Yang wouldn't let that happen.
Oh shit! Yes! Su Shang and Luocha.
Stay where you are.
Oh my god, dude. Hell yes.
Emergencies should be dealt with by professionals.
Oh my god. Su Shang is just like the best. The absolute best. That's the one character that I'm going to regret not being able to have on my, like, party. Unless she gets added in at some point for me to recruit, which would be sick because I absolutely love Su Shang. She's quite literally pretty much my favorite character in Honkai Impact 3rd. Don't tell me to not hesitate. I'm trying, man.
See what I can do?
Yes, I already know what you can do because I had you in my party in the closed beta, and you are great.
Going anywhere. Take this.
Chicken time.
Rise, Venus.
The truth of life
So
and
good.
death with the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Uh-oh.
Let me through.
Fighting is meaningless.
Jeez. Yeah, she's great. I had her in my main party in the closed beta the entire time just because of how much how much she means to me as a character, because I'll be honest, she is quite literally my favorite character that I've had access to at some point or another. I do recognize the sword. No! Oh! Okay, so that was supposed to happen. Gotcha.
With you two risking your lives for me, could I really stay where I am?
I wasn't expecting them to sound like that.
Move carefully.
But this is really cool because I haven't gotten to use him yet, and I'm very excited to see what not Otto is capable of.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Want to see what I can do?
Oh!
Take this! Sunrise Venus!
Do I get to? Oh, I don't get to control him! Come on, man! I don't get to control him! Why, dude? Oh, man! What a slap in the face! They wouldn't even let me control him.
Fighting is meaningless.
Okay, so if I take it the main dude, then the other ads die as well. That's good to know.
Okay?
I just wanted to use them.
I'm Susha of the Cloud Knights. I was just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I did tell you to let me handle it. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What if I accidentally hit you?
Forgive me, miss, but you were too busy being hit yourself. It's a good thing I joined the fray.
I'm partial to the voice right now. It seems okay, but I don't know. Maybe I just had like a different type of voice built up in my head from all of the years of listening to Otto ramble in Honkai Impact 3rd. You know,
I was
possibly.
You more like. It's a Cloud Knight's job to protect others. And this area is under martial law. I'm escorting all civilians to safety.
I'm sure in the Japanese audio, it's probably the same as what I'm familiar with, though. It's more than likely the same voice actor, right? Japanese or Chinese, more than likely.
That was some impressive Cloud Knight spearmanship. Which unit are you from?
I did.
Huh. Okay, you're a civilian.
I'm
then.
almost current with everything in Honkai Impact 3rd right now. I'm still going through chapter 36, but I'm slowly getting through it. I was initially going to stream it, but I decided not to.
In all my trade visits, I've never seen Starskiff Haven in such a state.
I can't comment on that. I was just ordered to rescue the civilians. Actually, I have no idea either. Anyway, you two just need to come with me. Hey, you're pretty quiet. What's your name? I've got forms to fill out. Can't put your name down as blank.
My name is Dan Hung. I'm a traveler. I'm on my way to meet up with my friends. I appreciate the help, but I can leave the port on my own.
I wonder if they're gonna recognize his name.
No can do, mister. It's way too late. You won't find anyone at Starskiff Haven. If your friends made it out, then they'll already be in the safe zone. No need to worry. You'll see them when we get there.
Yeah, it's a fantastic story. I was really surprised at how they approached chapter 35. Without saying too much, I kind of thought they were gonna kill off the person, but I'm glad that they just went on hiatus. I do feel like they will return in a later, like much later chapter, or possibly in APHO 3, more than likely. That'd be cool, but I'm not overly anxious to see them return. But when they do, I know it's going to be like a really monumental, like awesome, everybody's going to rejoice type moment. How the hell did I cut my hand? Anywho.
Aren't you going to take my name too, miss?
You already said it when we were busy fighting. Something. La Cha. Is that right?
La Cha? Is that how they pronounce it? La Cha?
Let's go. Stay close, you two. Cloud Knight's Sushang will guarantee your safety.
It also means something. His name means something that's related to Otto, right? Somebody pointed that out to me in the comments of one of the videos that I made.
Oh, and one more thing. I need you to write your names down later. I don't know too many characters. I might make a mistake.
Yeah, I know, right? But she's making a video game with. It's not Welt though, right? That she's making a video game with. Isn't it? It's the other Welt. Dude, I can't remember his name for the life of me. It is Welt Yang that she's making a video game with. Why am I thinking that it was the other guy? I can't remember his name for the life of me. But it's a different Welt. It kind of makes sense though. I wonder if they're actually going to tie that into the whole, like...
Message not sent? Why not?
Possible bubble universe that Welt and Otto were peering into, aka Genshin. There was also something to do with, like, the limited time Genshin event that was in Honkai Impact 3rd, in which they were playing the game together or something, weren't they? Welt and Otto? Anyways, they directly referenced that it was like a creation or something. Yeah, it's weird. I can't remember everything. Like I've read through everything, but my memory's mush.
Long-range communication technology is still improving. Perhaps the presence of the Stellaron is affecting signal transmission.
I get a feeling it's probably something else.
Seem like it. Everything else is working fine. See?
In that case, it looks like someone wants to.
Am I thinking of it? His name's Joaquin, right? The other Welt?
Since Kafka's here, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because there's Welt Yang, and then there's Welt Joyce. Yeah, the other Welt Joyce, he's gone, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're right.
When it first opened, the Petrichor Inn had another name.
Huh. My money got nicked by another thief? What kind of world are we living in?
The first Welt was the... He was the initial Hersher of Reason, right?
Oh, you've arrived. No, only an extra couple of hours.
What?
Stargazer Navalia is governed by the Artisanship Commission. It took me a while to sort out our paperwork. I got a sense of the situation on my way back. Just like at Cloudford, Stargazer Navalia's Meridian Pin has malfunctioned. The checkpoint there is abandoned, and the garrison is scrambling to locate the Stellaron. With monsters wreaking havoc and the night scattered, Stargazer Navalia has become a perfect place for the suspect to hide out.
So we've got a bunch of monsters to deal with, an IPC Most Wanted Stellaron hunter to catch, and we have to do all that on our own without reinforcements? Fair enough. This isn't our first rodeo.
True.
That's the trailblazing life for ya.
Yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't say you're entirely on your own.
And Welt Yang is the one that boards the... I don't want to call it the Star Rail, but he boards Project Bunny in that trailer with Carol, right? In that like APHO trailer. I don't even know if that's even canon But I'm thinking, like, that Project Bunny that was kind of like a train. I wonder if that eventually does become the Star Railroad, and if it's all connected. I don't know. But it kind of seems like it might be.
Shall we, my benefactors? Now what's a hunt without a hound? Kafka is still at large, and the Skyfaring Commission wants this problem to go away. I made a few calls and managed to procure this from the Artisanship Commission. Perfect for hunting down suspects.
It was it Cosmic Juggernaut?
So cute!
It very well may have been. I don't remember, but I do remember he was sat on a train, and Carol was there, and then there was also this other mysterious character that kind of looked a little bit like March 7th. And then there was another character that may have been the, oh my god, what's it called? The freaking book. It looked like Otto, but it wasn't. Like, I can't remember what it's called. My memory is so bad. My memory is so bad.
I mean, what
It's
can
the
you
thing
do
that can
exactly?
transform
Are we
into
gonna set loose
the
on
weapons.
Kafka?
But like their lesser versions of the keys.
Yes.
Divine keys?
and
I
no.
can't remember.
This is D-Ting, a bionic dog developed
Whoa!
by the Artisanship Commission. He has all
The
the
Void
five
Archives.
senses of the
That's
Fox
exactly what I was
race and
referencing.
takes them to another level.
Dude, this dog looks sick.
Tracks or scent, as long as he uncovers a trace, he'll follow it all the way to the end. All we need to do is look for any trace left by Kafka. It doesn't matter how good she is at hiding, D-Ting will find her. But before
D-Ting.
we get started, let's play with his settings a bit and get him ready. To begin with, let's set him to scent detection mode. Tell D-Ting to follow the scent of my perfume and see what he can do.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know, Otto kind of did that Otto thing, and dude, this thing looks so cool. I love that it's just following me around, and I love the sound effect on its feet.
We need to follow these sparkly traces to find Miss Ting Yun, right?
So this is essentially our
Playing hide and seek with us while Kafka's still at large?
I can't remember name anything. This is essentially the same thing that we use to find the trails in Genshin. Elemental Sight, that's what it is. I'm really digging the music right now. I'm already a fan of D-Ting because it doesn't have an annoying voice that goes beep 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 beep.
Where did they go?
Beep 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 beep.
Is D-Ting malfunctioning?
Beep 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 beep. Which is also another complaint that I had that I submitted as, you know, something they may want to dial back on, but unfortunately it's still in the final version of this game. That was a very sad woof.
Got it. He says the wind is too strong here at the port, so it's not easy to follow the scent. That's just the psychic bond between cute girls and cute puppies.
Sure it is. Yeah, Findy was like very infuriating to deal with for the couple of times that we had to use it. And when I was playing the closed beta, I was like, man, I know they're probably not going to change this, but I've got to submit and say, maybe, you know, not as much beep, 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 beep.
Using the environment to hide her traces. Our girl from the Skyfaring Commission.
Oh, I know.
Sure knows
I've
how to
completed
play the
it.
challenge. Let's
And there
look
was more
around
beep
and see if we
beeping.
can find any other clues.
Or we could ask around? Look how busy this place is. Someone must have seen Miss Ting-Yun. That's not cheating, right? We're just collecting intel.
Wasn't Findy, it was related to something else though, right? Like, my god, what was it? I can't remember. She told us, when I was talking to Asa, she told us, like, the importance of Findy, or he was, there was something about Findy anyways. I don't know. It was just like a prototype or some crap? Or something from elsewhere, that it was from a different dimension, or I don't know. It was something weird and I can't remember, but it was really damn good quests. Arf, arf. I'll remember eventually, or I'll somebody will tell me. That's what'll happen. Very old model. Yeah, what am I thinking of? There was something about an alternate dimension or something. Or didn't belong to, like, that dimension. I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong. A piece of white name card with a bird spreading its wings at a corner. Card belongs to Ambassador Ting-Yun, head representative of the Intergalactic Merchant Guild Whistling Flames. No doubt this is a tiny clue she left for you, or maybe there are more of them. Alright, D-Ting, let's go. Let's find some more clues. We're finding Blue's clues. A crumbled up packaging of the tea brand Immortal's Delight. No, Miss Ting-Yun. You can't throw trash even for leaving behind clues. It's not nice to litter. Why do I have such a long cooldown on you? A refined pendant of a fan in the shape of a koi, but is left alone in some forgotten corner of the street. It is said that in the culture of the Xianzhou, fish represent affluence. You vaguely recall that you have seen the pattern of fish swimming around each other on the fan of Miss Ting-Yun.
Miss Ting-Yun must have left us these clues, right?
Deeding should be able to pick up her traces now.
Okay, so we've got her scent. Gotcha. I see what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, the background music is totally giving me, like, big time Zenless Zone Zero vibes, which I am not mad about at all. If there's one game that I'm incredibly excited for, it's Zenless Zone Zero. Like, I've been trying to withhold my excitement as much as possible for that game, but that's why I've been a little reluctant to create content for much else or react to a whole lot of stuff, because I'm just waiting for the next trailer to drop so I can ooh and ah and freak out over it, because I don't know, man, there's just something special about Zenless.
If you pick up traces of Kafka in Stargazer Navalia, just switch him on.
It does,
Don't let her escape.
But it also got that, like, gritty, like, street vibe, like, bassiness, hip-hop, like, low-key just undertone in certain parts of this track, which I appreciate. Right there, that bass line. Which I don't know if you can hear or not, but... I was fortunate enough to get into the tuning test for Zenless Zone Zero. And let me tell you, it's damn good. it's real good. It's one of those games that I think a lot of streamers and pretty much a lot of streamers are going to gravitate towards. just because it has those roguelike elements to it. Am I just following it backwards? Yeah, there's probably still footage up here on my channel of me doing like my thoughts of the tuning tests. And man, that game has so much style, and the controls for combat are incredibly fun. The character diversity is awesome. The multiple different ways that things can be, like your runs can be affected for each quest, the level progression, just literally everything, man. It's so good. I honestly, like, and it's surprising because it was just like a closed beta test, and it felt so polished that, like, I couldn't believe that it was that far along. So it's really confusing to me as why we haven't gotten much more information about it since. And I know that they're hard at work on games like this game, and then, you know, they have all these other projects going on. But we will get more information soon enough, I guarantee it.
Become so quiet. Long were the nights when the clangor of hammers rose to meet the stars. People used to write poems about the shipwrights here.
This is really cool. It was weird. There was like a little bit of framiness though in that. But like I was saying, I know that they're working on like all these other games, and that, you know, they have a lot of stuff going on. And obviously they don't want to promote Zenless Zone Zero when they're coming up on the release of Honkai Star Rail, right? They want to get this game out. They want to promote this. They want players to play this game and not have to be torn in between, you know, 5-6 different titles. Obviously, you know, we had Honkai Impact 3rd, and then you get stuff like Genshin, and then Tears of Themis, and then Honkai Star Rail now. Guaranteed, Zenless Zone Zero news is on the horizon. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but I will say I cannot wait for that game. More than anything else that I've played recently, that is the one game that I'm like, I can't wait. I just can't. I can't wait. And I'm not trying to overhype it. It just really is that good and that fun.
Now that work in the shipyard has stopped, our internal transport and outbound flights might also grind to a halt.
And it can also be very challenging, which is nice. And you can affect your run depending on which buffs and everything that you pick up throughout your run, and each and every single time that you do a mission, it can be drastically different, and you also have the opportunity to make different choices to affect your run, and it's so good. It's so good.
Of course. The silver lining is, I don't have to go on as many trips anymore.
You don't seem to worry too much about the Xianzhou, Miss Tingyun.
I wouldn't say that. A good businesswoman doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Besides, the Alliance has weathered plenty of challenges. We can handle this situation.
She's confident.
Just to warn you, if we do run into Kafka, you'll have to do the fighting benefactors. I'd love to help, but there's very little I can do except cheer you on from the sidelines.
I would highly recommend, if you haven't, and I'm not just trying to, like, you know, promote my stuff or anything, but if you get a chance, watch my review or thoughts about the tuning tests. It's here on the channel. It is worthwhile. I go a lot more in depth about, like, talking about it. 1 second. She needs Mario Kart. Give me a second. I don't know. What do you think? Sure. Yep, no problem. Alright, we're good.
Not a lot of people out there could have fought the Mara struck like you did. I'm only a civil servant. I can't imagine what Kafka would do to me if I were caught in the fray.
Probably nothing.
We Foxians don't live as long as the Xianzhou locals, but I still want to enjoy the 100-odd years I've got left. You'd do the same in my shoes, wouldn't you?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Like, I feel so torn in between, like, all of the stuff that I've been trying to cover on the channel. Like, I think it was last week or the week before, I was invited to a beta for Wuthering Waves. So I was in between trying to catch up on Honkai Impact 3rd, maintain doing my dailies, and also try to set aside time to take care of the main quest that I had fallen behind on in Genshin, while also still trying to play Nikkei in my own time, which I'm very much into, and then also trying to keep up with Honkai Star Rail and continue doing my No Warps run, and then also try to beta test Wuthering Waves, and then I got invited to the PC onboarding test for Punishing Grey Raven last week, or this weekend past, and I didn't even have an opportunity to log into it, but the game's live now on PC. And it seems like not a whole lot of people here on the channel really want me to stream PGR for whatever reason. I don't know. I put it in a poll the other day, and there was a surprising amount of votes that didn't want me to play it. So maybe that's something I'll experience in my own time. I don't know. If there's enough interest, maybe I'll play it here on the channel. But there was a lot of gaming going on because I was doing all of that, but then I was also playing offline games. Like, I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and trying to play the new DLC that came in for that, because the whole brand new story came in for that. I was still trying to play One Piece Odyssey when I'm playing in my own time, Octopath Traveler 2, which I still haven't caught up on. I got Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion, I just haven't played through. There's just so many games in my backlog that I'm like, I really wish I didn't have to work a 9-to-5 job, which is, it's really not 9 to 5, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning till 2-3 o'clock in the evening-ish. Anywho, I really wish I didn't have to work a full-time job so that way I could focus on playing all of these games, but woe is me. That's just it.
Besides,
yeah, it is.
Simply asked me to assist you in navigating around Starskiff Haven. It's no different to any other diplomatic mission or delegate reception.
From what I've played so far, I haven't played a whole lot of the beginning of, like, I've only played the beginning of Xenoblade Chronicles 3's DLC. I really like the 2 new characters that they have me playing as in the beginning. I haven't really gotten too far into the DLC because, again, I have so much stuff going on here and so many other games I'm trying to divide my attention between. I think I've only played like maybe the first hour of the DLC, but I absolutely love it. Oh yeah, I work 10 hours a day, but I also wake up 2 hours prior to going to work. So normally how my day goes, and I was planning on making like a little vlog about this, but I'll just give you guys a rough breakdown. I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so that way I can like burn out all of my resin that I built in Genshin, or, you know, use up all my Trailblaze power in Honkai and everything like that before I go to work. Then I make breakfast and all that stuff. I leave for work 5 o'clock in the morning. I work until 2-3 o'clock in the evening. I get home, try to spend some time with my kids and just decide to have something to eat with them, and then if I get an opportunity to stream or record a video or something, I will. And then also, that's something I forgot to mention, if I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 9 chances out of 10 there's a trailer released for like one of these games that I have to record a reaction to. So the majority of the reactions you see here on my channel, I'm literally just out of bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning to record. So if I don't seem as lively as you would think, probably a factor into it. But not all reactions are recorded at that time, just the majority of them. But I'm trying. That's why I've been slacking on a lot of reaction videos and stuff. It's tough, man, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then by the time that like I'm done doing all of my dailies and everything in the background before it's like bedtime for me, it's pretty much bedtime as soon as I'm done doing all the dailies in the 5 different gacha games that I'm currently playing. So I get to see my kids and my family maybe like, I don't know, 1 to 2 hours each and every single day before I have to go back to bed and rinse and repeat every single day. So yes, discrete recordings. I've tried to soundproof this room. It does not work. So I literally close like every single door in my house before I have to record at like 3 a.m. So that way I don't wake up my wife, who has to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to get the kids ready for school, and so on and so forth. It's real fun. That's the hardcore grind right there.
I was never much of a fighter, and I'm not one for risking my life either. Getting dating into your hands is already beyond the realm of my job description.
Yeah, I don't feel forced to do anything, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit more like lax with stuff, and I don't really have to record stuff if I don't want to. And that's why I'm a little bit more chill over here on the channel than, you know, a lot of other people are committed, man. They get up at like, well, it would be like 1 o'clock my time, 1 a.m. my time to record reactions and stuff. And there are some people that are in it, man. I mean, that's awesome. I'm crazy they have that level of dedication, and I used to be that way, but I just kind of, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a lot of stuff to do, right? And it takes a lot of willpower to force yourself to get up at that time, to be like one of the first people to upload a reaction, so that way you actually have a chance of it getting viewed. It takes a lot of commitment.
I'll definitely be putting in a few words next time we meet Yukong.
But I'm a hard worker, and then, you know, not that it's hard to react to anything. I mean, I'm literally just sitting here watching stuff, and I do very minimal editing, but, I don't know, man. I enjoy doing it, I guess, is the big thing.
Understood. We won't get you
as crazy as that sounds.
Continue.
And I do like my job as well, because I get to get out and like interact with literally everybody in my community, and I don't know, I feel like I'm contributing, and it pays well. I can't complain, man. I've got a good life.
When we run into Kafka, we'll
It's tiring,
fighting,
but I've got a good life.
For that matter. Thank you for showing us the way.
Before D-Ting can start tracking, you'll have to feed him some leads.
I have to feed him some leads, and it looks like my controller died. 1 second.
She'll have left behind traces. Let's spread out and look for them.
There we go.
No stone unturned.
It doesn't really matter if it's worth it, I guess. Like, my job's worth it, but like, it like streaming and everything like that to me is not like financially worth it. It's more so mentally worth it, and then also just I enjoy doing it. It's nice to just be able to sit here and chat with you guys and talk about games that I love and things that interest me, and you know, that have people to converse with about this stuff. I usually do with my wife as well, because she's a big gamer as well, which is awesome. But it's just nice to have other people to chat with about these gacha games and all the crazy awesome story moments and so on and so forth. So even though it's not financially there, that's a very small piece of the puzzle to me, man. Like I said, I've got a good job. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I can't complain, man. So worth, I guess, can be measured in the fact that I enjoy very much just, I don't know, oohing and on and just raving about these awesome games. I don't know. I'm playing games and I'm having a good time and I'm chatting with you guys and I'm happy, and it couldn't be better. Cool, man. Oh, I didn't realize you were there again. 1 second, guys. All good. Yeah, that's right. As long as you're happy doing what you're doing, that's really the main thing. Dude, D-Ting is so cool.
Shards of a Cloud Knight's weapon. Something really sharp caused this.
Oh, it is 100%. I totally get that.
Must have been Kafka. She's got a scary sword.
These games are very... I wouldn't say they're... Well, no, they kind of are. You do have to sink a lot of time into them. You can play them very casually, don't get me wrong. But if you're wanting to keep up on your account, that's where it becomes a little bit more taxing, right? I don't find this game that taxing, per se. But I think it's just the amount of gotchas that we do have available to us now.
Rock with it.
That kind of teeters on the, I need at least 4 to 5 hours each day in order to stay current with each and every single one of them. It's the Mondays that are the hardest. Just because, you know, the majority of everything resets, and I tend to like to do my simulated universe on Monday, as well as all of my weekly bosses in Genshin, as well as all of the Elysian Realm on Monday. So Mondays are usually the busiest by far. Yeah, I get it. The grind is pretty crazy.
I'm okay.
But honestly, I just enjoy playing them, and I think that I'm enjoying each and every single separate story, and I'm still wondering how eventually a lot of these universes are gonna connect, and that's kind of why I want to stay current on everything. I don't want to feel like I have too much to catch up on, I guess, in order to experience whatever gets released in the future. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I gotta say, Star Rail's great, man. It's a different change of pace for sure.
By the shipwrights. It opens very
But it's not
It looks like someone used it.
It's not a stressful game, in my opinion.
Kafka.
It's pretty relaxed. Oof. I was about to get ganked.
Turn it up. Time to twirl.
Nap time.
Time to twirl. This big diamond, it's all yours.
Dude, Hurt does so good.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oof. Okay, I'm gonna have to go that way by the look of things.
I know what this is. It's an advert.
There are IPC.
Yeah, I really like that. I like the aspect of being able to burn through multiple Trailblaze power just by increasing, you know, how many cycles I want to fight through, or how many battles I want to fight through in one sitting. And then you can auto the entirety of it too, which is awesome. It's very conscious of the player's time. Woof woof.
I know. Let's go and have a look. Is that a grenade? What's that on the side?
Lipstick on a grenade. Jeez.
A small something for the lost. She's clearly taunting us.
We should have enough clues here to get D-Ting on the move.
Dud grenade.
No time to lose. Let's give him the scent and let him lead the way.
She does, and I'm loving it. Not that I love getting teased, but you know what I mean. I like the way that she's going about it. So many people got it so bad for Kafka. I feel like I'm one of the only ones that's like, yeah, she's alright.
You can fight it,
I think Serval's way better in my opinion. I don't know. Serval's awesome. I'm more for Serval than I am for Kafka. But I mean, how can you go wrong? Rocker, freaking badass, awesome hair. She got style, man.
This big diamond, it's all yours.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel like Natasha's super underrated too. I will say that I like a lot of her story quests in the underworld. Yeah, Serval's top tier 1000%. See, everybody agrees. You guys are on the same wavelength as me, and that's why you guys are wicked. The Serval top tier.
Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
I don't see the resemblance between her and Durandal though. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Yeah, I really like the whole story with her and her brother. And him trying to find like the not a cure per se, but like kind of a tolerance medication for the cold, right? And he did succeed, which is crazy. What a great quest line. I also feel that too. Like a lot of the side story quests in this game are really damn good and well written and not like overly dialogue heavy like a lot of the Genshin stuff is.
That's better.
I was playing through just a daily quest the other day in Genshin and I was like, holy crap man, when's the dialogue gonna end? It was just like a regular daily commission. That was my biggest gripe with Genshin. There's so much reading and there's so much like terminology and so many titles for like one person, right? Every single character has like 50 different names in Genshin. General Mahamatra, or you know, the Raiden Shogun. I don't even remember half of it.
Just a little
but they just got so many titles. It's like, holy crap, like, who are you referring to? Why do I have to have, like, 70, 80 different things to call you? Just call them Raiden Shogun. Call them Sino. I don't know. Maybe people that are, like, really into the lore appreciate that more than I do. But it's a little much.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Half the time, you know, you get all these NPCs like the Aranara and I can't remember what the other ones were called. The one like Sorash or whatever, that species in the most recent like area of the desert. Like they all have like all these different like terminologies and titles for each and every single like clan or race that they interact with in that area or like anything throughout history. And it becomes like a pile of like jargon that I'm just like, holy crap, like who the hell are they referencing half the time? And I get so lost in trying to figure out like what the hell some of the NPCs are talking about after like not playing the game or not playing the storyline for a couple of days, that I'm just like, what the hell are they referencing? And maybe that's just the fault of my own short attention span, but it's too much, man.
You can fight it or rock with it.
I'm kind of anxious now to get out of Sumeru and to just get the Fontaine and experience a whole new area, and hopefully the dialogue is less confusing.
That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
This battle's taking a long time. Holy shit.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Why does this thing have so much health? I did notice that it was significantly over my level when I engaged in battle with it. but I took it on anyways.
This big diamond, it's all yours.
It really is. Especially the R&R quest, where there were so many, like, different terms, right? Like, the Ara, and then the Nara, and then the R&R, and then there was, like, something that started with a V, the Varama, or I don't friggin' know, man. There's just so much. It's like a tongue twister the entire time. Like, I did follow it, but at the same time, it's just like, holy crap, is this necessary? But the most recent one with Sorush and I can't remember half the NPCs' names, but those little like fairy type creatures. Dude, it's like holy crap, man. It's too much. By the end of it, I'm just like, I don't want to be skipping dialogue, but I'm sick of reading.
Forward!
And I'll be honest with you guys, I've played a lot of gacha games other than that recently, and I don't feel half as lost in the dialogue. There have been times that I've been a little bit like, what's actually being said here with Honkai Impact 3rd? But that's just because my own not paying attention to how the lines are actually supposed to be read. Yeah, I know, right? Genshin is incredibly more dense, but like, again, it's over-encumbering. Honkai Star Rail is also very lore dense, but they do it the right way. You know, with obviously the use of books and a lot of other things like just the small dialogues for the Aeons and stuff like that throughout Simulated Universe.
Let him lead the way.
You get the lore the proper way, I feel. And it doesn't feel like you have to read through 3 or 4 novels worth of dialogue in order to decipher what they're actually trying to tell you. It's not a puzzle, which is nice. I should probably swap my party, but oh well. Yes, exactly. It's extreme amounts of lore. I will say that, excuse me, I do enjoy linear RPGs as much as I enjoy open world RPGs, but I feel like this game probably is a little
No time to lose. Let's give him the scent and
jarring for some people. Especially like a lot of streamers that are used to playing games for long hours every single day. And I'm referencing one person in particular, and I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. He's a much larger streamer than me, that somehow got through the end of this incredibly fast and then started to say that there wasn't enough content, which I also made a poll about on my channel. But I feel like this game is jarring for a lot of people just because of the more laid-back nature of it, and I hope that doesn't deter people from playing it in the future, I guess, because it is a great experience in my opinion.
She sure did put a lot of work into this gag,
and again, it appreciates the player's time, which allows you to play or focus on other games outside of this game as well, which is nice, especially if you don't intend on rushing through everything.
Like jerks? I bet she's loving this. I can almost hear her whispering, "Come and get me."
Yeah,
Don't
it really would be.
She's on the IPC's most wanted list, a fugitive that nobody can seem to pin down. And now we've become her prey while she stalks us in the shadows. Let's go, benefactor.
Just the way she likes it.
Of the essence, we must be close.
All right, let's see. Oh, this is an elevator. Sick. Dude, Serval looks awesome. Nobody can deny that, right? Yeah, there is. Like, there's a lot of, like, day-to-day grinding and stuff like that, but I don't really know, like, how do I put it? Gacha games are meant to be not all consumed in a single sitting. They're also meant to be updated periodically with patches, so on and so forth. So it's not that, like, you know, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with, like, powering through a game or, like, you know, wanting to get to the end game and then level and build your characters and stuff like that, but I feel like it's kind of unfair to treat it like it is a full, complete experience when most of these games are designed to be stretched out for years upon years, right? So I find it kind of hard to critique games like this on a I wish there was more to do type basis. Yeah, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with grinding. There's really nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, if that's what you choose to do, that's, you know, that's perfectly fine. But for my personal experience with gacha games, which I've been playing for a large number of years, dating all the ways back to games that I can't even remember the titles of. I've been playing gacha games for a very long time, and they all seem to operate the same way. So, maybe it's just a practice that I've gotten used to for the years that I've been playing them.
Fight it, or rock with it.
I don't know. That's pretty much all I'll say on that. Is that, if you want to grind them, but expect there to be nothing to do for a little bit of time. Except for grind. Day to day.
That's better.
Yeah, I'd say definitely story more so with Honkai Star Rail than combat. The combat's nice, but it's very simplistic. I think it's definitely more of a story focus. Just because, you know, most turn-based RPGs are kind of focused around story at the core. At least, again, in my personal experience of playing turn-based RPGs since the early 90s, they usually tend to be more story-oriented. Genshin's definitely exploration, 1000%, but it has a really great combat system, so I get why people get upset when they don't see the difficulty being added there for combat. But I also feel like Honkai Impact 3rd is a great mesh between both aspects, story and combat. So I feel like Hoyoverse is probably more catering to that audience that wants a little bit of both with both of them. Or with that game, sorry, specifically. And also, Honkai Impact 3rd, in my opinion, caters to the bite-size gacha-esque style gameplay that, you know, most gacha games are tending to lean towards. You pick it up, you play it for a little bit, you put it down, you play it again whenever you want.
Nap time.
I was going to check out Tears of Themis initially, not because, you know, like, it's just a Hoyoverse game, but I wanted to see what it was like. I just didn't get around to it because every other game started coming out, and then I got invited to quite a few betas that I needed to test out. I do intend on playing it at some point in the future, because I'm sure that it is a really good game as well. And I don't even know how it plays, but I do want to check it out at some point. My first gacha game, I can't remember the name of it, but I remember playing it, and it was like a card-based type game where I had to, okay, I have to go to the top tier. I had to pit my cards against other people's cards, and it became very apparent early on that if I didn't spend all of the money I had and then some, that I was not going to be able to compete in it.
Good stuff.
I can't remember the name of it, but like this was like years ago. And then after that gacha game, I got into quite a few other ones along the line. But me and my friend used to play a lot of them against each other, and they were just mobile games. And then I also had gacha experiences in other games as well. Like I use a lot of like gacha pulls, I guess, if you want to call it that, in Maple Story when I was playing that, because you had a chance at like getting a different hairstyle for your character or whatever, but you had to like do it through like this gacha ticket system. And I spent a little bit of money trying to get a hairstyle for my character, which is weird.
The best is yet to come.
I guess mainstay gacha games that I can remember starting out playing were, I guess the first one, realistically, for me, that was like a long-lived gacha experience, would have been Kingdom Hearts, Union Cross. I played that a lot. Then I played like Dissidia, Final Fantasy Record Keeper, Sword Art Online. There were, I don't know, man. There was like a Dragon Ball one that I played.
The scent. Where did it go?
I have played a lot. I've played a lot of gacha games.
The hunter
Kafka.
better think twice. It might mean
Yeah,
the tables
I'd say the most for me as well was probably, actually it was probably Genshin was the most that I've actually spent.
Kafka. These Cloud Knights aren't Mara struck. What did you do to them?
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you?
You got keywords, Kafka. Yeah, I bought the Welkins
What a hassle.
pretty much every single
This place
month
is too
that I
far
could.
for the diviner.
The battle pass.
See up ahead.
And I pulled for some characters, but I stopped after I realized that I could literally destroy everything in the game with ease. And I don't even get the Welkin anymore. I've also committed to not spending money in pretty much any gacha game from here on out. I don't want to... I probably should have brought a win character. I don't want to spend money on gacha games anymore. Even if it is like a membership and everything. Like, I do want to support the games by playing them at least.
What are you looking at?
But I don't know. It would have to be an awfully good gacha game for me to spend money on it now. I just feel like I've spent so much in Genshin that it's not really like necessary. And then, not to mention, like, how long am I really gonna play these games before it's like, you know, how much have I spent on this? And then you look back at it and you're like, what is it all for, right?
March, not so fast.
Eventually, you're gonna stop playing the game at some point. It's like, dude, I don't know. I feel like I enjoy the games more when I don't spend. It's weird. But I do enjoy, like, you know, would I be against buying cosmetics for characters? Not really. Like, if there's some good cosmetics for the characters and they look awesome, I'd wholeheartedly entertain, like, picking up an outfit or something for a character, especially if it's pretty sick looking. But I think my biggest deterrent when it comes to, like, it really is, though, seriously. I think my biggest deterrent when it comes to buying outfits for characters is the freaking price of them, man. Some of the outfits, like in Genshin, like the price of an outfit is like ridiculous. I was like, holy shit, how can this cost that much? It's an outfit. It's like $30 or $40 for an outfit? Are you kidding me? It's baffling, man.
Upgrade configured.
Like, I get it. It takes work to make those and design them, and especially if there's different like visual effects and everything that are tied to the attacks. I get it. But like, holy shit. Yeah. If they dialed back the price to like more, you know, it's a skin for a character, man. Charge like, I don't know, $5 to $10 or something for it to be alright.
You can fight it.
But I know that, and you know, they're obviously going to make their money on it. If it's like $5 to $10, way more people are going to be inclined to buy that outfit.
This big diamond, it's all yours.
But I mean, for collectionists, you're probably gonna buy the outfit regardless of what the price is. Some people will hold that like price tag as like a trophy, right? I paid $700 for this outfit, but you don't got it. Yeah, exactly. I'm perfectly fine with the event outfits as well. But like, what I'm trying to say is, I would rather spend money for outfits for the characters that I have than spend money for a chance at getting a character that I don't have that I'm probably gonna end up not using somewhere down the line, right? Like, I look at some characters I have in Genshin, and immediately I'm just reminded of, like, how many pulls did I actually do to acquire this character, and how often do I use them now? Normally, a lot of those characters sit on the bench and you don't use them unless it's like a very specific scenario. So that's kind of why I'm a little bit more cautious now with gacha games and like spending or like putting money in them. And it's a big factor as to why I decided to do a no pulls run with this game. I just want to see how far I can get with what I'm given, and whether or not I can build up like 2 or more suitable teams to take on like the end game content eventually. Because I feel like this game is very free-to-play friendly versus other gacha games. And Genshin is as well, don't get me wrong. And so is Honkai Impact 3rd. But I feel like Honkai Impact 3rd definitely caters more to the people that are willing to pull for the more recent characters, especially when it comes to things like Memorial Arena or, you know, what's the thing called? Like Q Singularis and stuff. It's definitely more, if you bought or went all out on the more recent character, you're gonna score higher in the leaderboards. Which 5-star character did I get on the guaranteed banner, you ask? Let me show you. That character. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yep. When I meant 0 pulls, or 0 warps, I meant 0 warps.
It's all yours.
I have not done any warp outside of the mandatory warp that they make you do for Asta. Yep.
The best is yet to come.
I'm holding off. I know, right? It's until I hit that roadblock. But realistically, even when I hit that roadblock, I'm still gonna grind out as much as I can and try to overcome it. The only thing I think that will possibly break me pulling in this game is if they release an incredibly awesome performing and looking character, or a character that is quite literally a clone of Kiana. then I might pull. And even then I may not pull just because of the premise of this account. I don't have an alternate account, just so it's clear. Like, this is literally the only account that I'm playing on. But I fully intend to get through everything without pulling. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I come up against something in, like, Simulated Universe, or eventually, like, if Simulated Universe requires me to switch between multiple characters, or multiple parties, and I don't have the elements that I need to make up those teams, I'll try to struggle through it. But if I hit that roadblock, then I mean, it is what it is, I guess, at that point.
So close and yet so far.
But I will say that I fully expect them to offer free characters as, like, event rewards at some point in the future. I'm expecting it to happen. It may or may not happen, but I mean, they did it with Genshin, so... And they do it with Honkai Impact 3rd. They do give away, like, free characters that you normally aren't given as event rewards. So, if I'm wise with that, and I make sure that I complete those events to acquire those characters, I'm still going to account that as no warps. I just have to be very wise about, if I'm given a choice to pick a character, which character I'm choosing. Which will more than likely cater to an element that I'm lacking.
We need to think of a way to cut her off. Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
Yeah, exactly. Not having Welt, that would be horrible. But again, maybe there will be a 4-star imaginary user that's added at some point, and maybe there'll be an event reward, right? One can hope, one can dream. This is with the containers. I'm doing this wrong. Is Lawchild actually in the game right now? What am I doing? I'm horrible. Am I supposed to access this from the other side? Oh wait, I see what's going on. I am stupid. That's where it's supposed to be. Gotcha. Okay, so he's currently not accessible in the game, which is probably why I wasn't allowed to control him in that cutscene, right? How do I go about doing this? Well, that was hard.
Wow, good stuff.
As you can tell, this game has very, very difficult puzzles as well. Unable to operate central console. There was another switch back here somewhere, see, right? That's not what I want to do. Oh wait, no, there's a treasure chest there or something, isn't there? Precious treasure chests. I'm so lost. Should I be doing that? Probably not. Okay, let's leave it like that. Cool. Trying to get through this, so that way I can actually go up and have some supper. Wife has made like a taco dip for me probably about an hour ago. I'm just still down here chilling. This is what I'm saying though, right? I really love doing this stuff so much to the point that like I don't even care about anything else, just sitting here and chilling and having an awesome time gaming, talking with you guys. It's I don't know, man. There's nothing like it. It's just so relaxing.
Time to twirl.
Nap time.
Time to twirl. This big diamond.
Good vibes, man.
It's all yours. Time to twirl.
yet to come.
Oh, okay, I'm supposed to be searching yet again with Deeting. I like puzzles in my games, but I'm always so afraid that I'm going to mess something up. Do you guys get like that sometimes? Do you always feel like you're gonna make a mistake and then have to repeat or try to figure out what you're missing? It's like I don't know. I'm nervous, but it's also kind of like a fear of missing out, I guess. I don't want to miss out on the good rewards. Especially where I'm limiting myself so much on this account. I feel like there's always that possibility that I'm gonna miss out on a really like integral item or like a light cone or something that I could really use. And that's probably the most nerve-wracking part about it. Which reminds me, I should probably level up some of my characters that have been sitting here for quite a bit of time that I haven't really paid attention to. I've been here before, right? Whoa, whoa. Did I see that right, or did... Oh, okay, so one of them controls two. I see what's going on. Yeah, I can see how that could be a little bit confusing. But I'm glad I figured it out. That one was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be, though, because the actual, like, middle one...
Wow, good stuff.
It changes with the outer ring, but at the same time, like, you can change the outer ring independently, so it's really just about getting the middle ring to line up first. They're not that hard. Not yet, at least. Who's messaging me? Uh-oh, spam. There are innumerable masterpieces in the Artisanship Commission, but never had there been a piece de résistance that symbolizes the artistry and workmanship of craftsmen, until the Hexanexus disrupted the status quo. To us, the Hexanexus represents the heart and soul of craftmasters and the original intent of creation. Only with such a soul can one begin their first step on the road to mastery. We who still walk the road will inevitably experience joy and sorrow, but as long as the Hexanexus exists, we can look at the future with hope and smiles. Our society's goal is to spread unforeseen joy and passion to all the people in the world through the Hexanexus, to fill life with curiosity and euphoria. With utmost respect, the Hex Club. What a long message. Oh, I missed the beginning of it. My bad. Let me go back up and scroll. I missed the first part was, I'm the president of the Hexanexus Secret Society. We are called the Hex Club. Have you heard of the Hexanexus? I have posed this question to countless people. Those I asked eventually began to learn about it, were saved by it, were moved by it, and became inspired by it. Okay, Don't worry, I didn't. We noticed you have engaged with our Hexanexus devices multiple times and had taken the treasures from the chests. That is our treasure chest. I mean, you took our treasure chest and have the gall to be so obnoxious? You must have done many similar deeds. But this time, it's not the same. You know, we can report you to the Realm Keeping Commission. However, us Hex Club is a reasonable organization. I promise you, so long as you continue to play with our Hexanexus devices, we won't make a report. Also, if you complete all Hexanexus puzzles, we will present you with a lifetime member to the Secret Society. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a lifetime membership. Of course. That's part of the publicity budget. But here's a warning, if you want out, you'll have to reimburse in double. For as long as you continue to solve the Hexanexus, you will be our brother from another mother. Hexanexus forever. Keep playing with the Hexanexus. We'll be in touch. Alright, well, I guess I'm part of the in crowd now. Somebody accepts me. Finally, I found my family. I finally fit in with somebody. Alright, that was random as hell. It was almost as bad as the spam email that you get from the Intergalactic Peace Corporation or whatever it is. I can't remember. The one where they're like trying to market stuff to you. Yeah, exactly. It's a club. Pfft, cult. I have no idea what you're talking about, cult. That looks interesting.
Good practice.
I got a feeling it'll probably whoop my ass, which I'm not thrilled about. Oh right, I'm supposed to be using Deeting. My bad. Although it is fairly limiting or limited. So I kind of feel like I know where I'm supposed to go. It's linear, is what I meant to say. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Land! Forward!
Time to twirl!
Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Oh, right! I forgot to tell you guys. I pre-ordered the ROG Ally.
It's all yours!
I want to test it out, so I get that next month, and then I get to try out all of my gacha games on the go. The phone that I currently have is not really the most powerful phone, so it's been a little bit of a pain to play games on the go. So I ended up pre-ordering the ROG Ally to try out my games on the go, so I will be able to have a functioning portable Windows 11 PC handheld similar to a Nintendo Switch that can play all of my gacha games, which is awesome. I need some sort of wind. I'm actually gonna use Dan Heng. As much as I said I wasn't going to use him, I just want to make sure that I can actually somewhat contend with this enemy, because he's leveled a little bit. Maybe I should try to level up my other characters just to make sure. Let's go into our character menu real quick. But I'm gonna install Star Rail, Genshin, Zenless Zone Zero when that eventually comes out, Nikkei, and Honkai Impact 3rd. I'm gonna put it all on the ROG Ally, and I'm gonna test it out, and maybe I'll do like a video or something reviewing like how the games perform on it. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I just wanna see how it actually handles. Do I want to level you more than anybody else? Yes. It's very similar to the top tier Steam Deck. It's supposed to perform a little bit better, because it has 1080p 60 FPS capabilities with a lot of like higher end games, like, you know, God of War, Elden Ring, so on and so forth. Okay, so these are different materials that are specific to this region, I believe. Yes, Xianzhou Alliance and Luofu. Yeah, it's supposed to perform better. It is, I think, like $50 US more, but it also has like 120 hertz refresh rate screen, and it's not bound to just the Steam store. So with the ROG Ally, you actually have access to like all of Windows 11, which, you know, you can get different installers like the Epic Game Store, or you can get the Steam Game Store on it as well. You can install apps like you normally would on PC. So that was the biggest like reason for me wanting to have it. Normally I'm in my room playing my games on PC right now, like this. But if I could do that on the go, or if I'm like traveling or something, it would be nice to have something similar to like a laptop, which I don't currently own, but also still has all the same functionality as a laptop. So that's more so what I was looking for when I decided that I was gonna pre-order that. But again, we'll see how it operates. I don't know. I've got to test it out myself. I've seen people playing Genshin on it, and it seems like it runs really well, so that's pretty damn cool. It's got a 512 gigabyte M.2 SSD by default, but it also has an expansion port for micro SD, which can handle, like, I think over a terabyte of memory for additional storage, which is awesome.
Turn it up.
But again, for me personally, I just want to have something that I can game with that's portable. Something that if I'm like outside barbecuing or whatever, I can set up in the gazebo and play on my TV without having to like haul my entire computer setup outside. I can just like mount it in its dock and play it on the TV outside and just hang out and have barbecue and have a couple drinks and just enjoy the sun while the family's playing in the backyard. Do my thing. Seems like a pretty damn good setup to me. I don't know. I think it'll be alright. But again, I'm gonna test it out. I'll probably upload some videos when I do eventually get it. I think it releases like next month, the 13th or something.
This song's for you.
So it's a little bit of a wait before I do get my hands on it, but I'm excited.
Keep up.
Hopefully it's worth the price. I'm not sure if it's available worldwide right now, but I feel like it may be. I know it's available in Europe and in America. I know that for sure. Like North America.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
I've no interest in conflict.
But it's a good rig. We have a Nintendo Switch, and I do find that, like, obviously the specs aren't really the greatest. It's a Nintendo Switch. It's a Nintendo. You know what you're getting when you're buying a Nintendo or a Nintendo product, which I think is a gigantic asset for Nintendo as a company, and that's awesome. But the fact that I can have a portable PC, and I mean like straight out like portable, full-on PC experience, that's very appealing to me. Okay, third quarter of this year worldwide. Is that for the low-end model, though? Because there are two models. There's one with the Ryzen Z1, and then there's one with the Ryzen Z1 Extreme. Now, the Ryzen Z1 Extreme is the one that I pre-ordered because it's got, like, a better graphical performing chip. The Z1 Extreme has, like, 8.6 teraflops or something, I think, that it operates at, and then the other one, I believe, is, like, 2.8 or something. Because, yeah, I just want to make sure, because there are two different models. But, I mean, if you're willing to get something like that, I almost feel like it may be more worthwhile to invest in the higher-end model. Just because of the performance difference, right? But if you're looking for something that's just like, you know, mobile, cloud gaming, I think it'll suit your needs regardless. Oof. 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 There's the damage.
Let's rock.
Time fresh.
I really need heals.
Ready to jam.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
But I've been looking for like a, not an alternative
No interesting
per se, but just something that's ease of use on the go in case I ever do plan on traveling again. Like I know when I went on my honeymoon last year, we traveled away and I brought my phone with me in order to play like Honkai Impact 3rd.
Songs for you.
Used my phone to remotely access my PlayStation 5 in order to do my dailies for Genshin. But sometimes it can be a little bit cumbersome to have to, like, you know, haul a PlayStation 5 around with you somewhere, or
fighting is meaningless.
Ready to lose yourself?
have reliable enough Wi-Fi to remotely access a console that's elsewhere in the world, and then also have that, like, network stability to be able to play it comfortably. It's a bit cumbersome.
Truth of life and death.
But
Reveal
if I can have the Asus ROG Ally to be able to play my games natively in their intended, like, connectivity and stuff like that in a handheld, then that's awesome in my opinion, and I think that's a worthwhile investment for myself. That's why I went and pre-ordered it.
That's better.
That was a bit long-winded, wasn't it?
Just a little something. Think nothing.
I don't know, man. I just want to test
Ready
it
to
out.
jam.
Dude, this enemy is
Too late to
brutal.
repent.
But again, this is another example of me being able to tackle something with a completely free-to-play, zero warps account.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Hopefully it doesn't summon any more ads.
Fighting is meaningless.
Ah, shit. I had to open my mouth. Dude, I really don't like that. It keeps debuffing me.
Pretty good crowd today.
It almost makes me want to have one skill point available at all times because of Natasha's ability to be able to... Wait, does she cure status effects with her healing bullet, or is that just a simulated universe? I feel like it was a trace. There was a trace that I activated that allowed her to cure status ailments, I believe.
The truth of life and death.
I can't
revealed
remember.
in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Lance at the ready.
Do I use... I probably should protect him. I'm gonna shield.
This song's for you. Keep up.
That'll take more than medicine.
Ah, shit.
Now,
Oof. Oh, baby. That is coming in clutch. Holy shit. Whew, man.
just
No worries, no worries. Thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a good rest.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry about me.
And in case you want to watch anything after the fact, it'll be stored in my past broadcast playlists. Just a heads up.
I'm on guard.
I'm gonna shield yet again, and let's try to blow up some of these candles.
Forward!
Boom!
Turn it up. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
We're doing good. We are doing good.
First shot.
Ah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right there. Whew. Not gonna lie, it made me sweat a little. But we took him down. That is the main thing. I will go and look through all of these relics when I when I decide to play again in my own time. I'm not gonna look through them right now. I'm sure they have some pretty good stats. Am I at the end of this hallway yet? Does anybody know? Yep, seems like it. Okay, I don't know what to expect here.
Welcome, Astral Expressors. Looks like you caught me.
It was totally all part of her plan.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
I didn't plan anything. It was the future. We interfere on countless future possibilities and make the best future a reality. You speak too highly of us, Welt. The Stellaron Hunters are merely Destiny's slaves.
Sure.
Best future? Best for who? As if you'd consider anyone but yourself.
If I said best for the universe,
Mark 7th laying it on thick.
believe me? Best for me, naturally.
I do have a lot to ask.
We're taking you to see the General of the Luofu. You can profess your innocence all you like, but the General will decide your fate.
Oh, thanks. But no thanks.
Oof.
I can't stand moving
Sass.
at someone else's pace. We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before it's too late.
Oh shit! Okay. I guess it's go time. Hopefully, I don't get wrecked.
Not so fast.
How does that feel?
Dude, Serval is getting whooped. Who what now? Did she just berserk me?
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking.
Dude, I'm not liking Serval's situation right now.
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine.
Ready to jam.
What am I afflicted with?
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant.
And why do I feel like if I take down one of these ads, she's just gonna summon more?
This sanctuary is
I'm gonna
but a
try it
vision.
anyways. I'll test it out.
Zoning out. I can help.
Dude, man, she is brutal. Am I supposed to lose this?
Never heard of it.
Dominated?
See you later. This song.
Holy
just for
shit.
you.
She acts so much. That's ridiculous.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music.
Maybe I
Conquer us
got
all.
incredibly unlucky. And I was supposed to bring a shielder with me.
Time for a shot.
Maybe. I don't know.
Savor the vigor of it.
Why am I slowed down? Speed up my battle.
For everybody, watch your feet.
Holy shit, dude. What does she act like 3 or 4 times a turn? Like what? Her speed rating is ridiculous. Finally decide to come to.
Naughty child. That's better.
Not so fast.
Lance ablaze. Lance!
I don't know if I'm supposed to win this or not. I feel like it's doable though. Maybe I'm supposed to, and I'm just very ill prepared.
Zoning out. I can. Ready. That's it. You
Man,
can
she's
fight it
brutal.
or rock with it. Let's rock.
Naughty child.
Ready to jam.
Something for everybody.
Okay, that's my sign right there. That is my sign right there to pop that burst.
Lance at the ready.
Time fresh nap time.
How does that feel?
Holy shit, that move is annoying.
See you later. Pretty good crowd today.
My god, that is annoying.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Poor Don Hung
Naughty child.
taking a dirt nap.
Ready?
Good god.
I'm okay.
This song's for you.
Serval, you're gonna need some help here. Holy smokes. Ah shit, Serval's gone.
Time fresh shot.
Oh, dude, she is whooping my ass.
Lance! Forward!
I'm totally gonna lose.
Hit!
Not so fast. Feeling a little dizzy?
Why does she keep dominating the MC?
Zoning out. I can ready.
I asked the real questions.
I'm okay.
Why am I doing no damage to her?
Nap time.
Is it because he's dominated?
Just a little something.
It's totally because he's dominated, right?
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Okay, so he does do damage once he's not dominated. I'm gonna save that skill point.
How does that feel? See you later.
I'm okay. That's better.
Zoning out. I can ready.
Yeesh.
Nap time.
Dude, she's nasty.
Watch your feet.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I think it's just a war of attrition at this point.
Not so fast. Feeling a little dizzy?
How long can I hold out?
See you later.
Did I just heal? That was pretty damn cool build, dude. I didn't think that I could self-heal with Natasha.
Something for everybody.
Oh no. Oh no. Oof.
Just a little
Holy
something.
shit.
Think nothing of
Dude, this is close. Not good.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Not good at all.
Not so fast. How does that feel?
You can use abilities to dispel dominated. Let's try.
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Okay, cool. It worked. Good.
I'm okay.
Lance at the ready.
Good. Alright, so that'll give me an edge.
Something for everybody. Watch your feet.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance!
Maybe I'll be able to stockpile some skill points this way.
Nap time.
Not so
And that way, whenever he gets dominated, like right now, I can dispel it the next time that Natasha's turn rolls around.
See you later.
Naughty child.
Nice teamwork.
Okay, I get it.
I can ready.
So maybe I'm actually not supposed to lose this battle. There's hope now. There's hope.
That's better.
Something for everybody.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not so fast.
We are slowly but surely getting her down.
Naughty child.
Nice teamwork.
Zoning out.
Not a scratch.
I probably should have read the text when it
Lance
first
at the
popped
ready.
up, so maybe that way I could have saved Dan Heng and Serval. This is the importance of reading, everyone.
Watch your feet.
Whoa! I'm actually not going to heal through this one, but I will defend.
Naughty child.
I'm shielded. I'm good.
Lance of
She's gonna she's about to dominate me.
Forward.
Feeling a little dizzy?
There it is.
See you later.
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Zoning out.
I can help. Just a little.
I gotta restore before she does the attack. It won't kill Natasha, but I just want to make sure that I have enough health to counteract that ult that she uses on me.
Something for everybody. Oops.
Silent and sharp mockery. Very fitting.
Time for a shot.
Get her before she dominates.
Lance. Forward.
How does that feel? Zoning out. I can ready.
Holy shit, dude.
Naughty child.
She is relentless.
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Hit.
Something for everybody. Watch your feet.
There it is.
Now come.
Not so fast. Feeling a little dizzy? See you later.
Time for a shot.
Nice teamwork.
Zoning
Man,
out.
I'm getting nervous.
I can help.
Lance. Forward.
I'm so close that I'm scared. I'm scared something's gonna happen.
Something. Think nothing of it. Naughty child.
Boom.
Not a scratch.
Oops.
We're good. We are good. There goes the battle. All right, I won by the skin of my teeth.
Finally.
Oh, this is the cutscene. The trailer. This is the thing I was talking about earlier, where the girl's like changing around the bullets.
Rudimentary. Your every move has been foreseen by the omniscient.
Man, I am sweating. I didn't think I was gonna get through that. I'm not gonna lie.
Divination Commission. I'll be taking the criminal from here.
Why do I feel like this is all a ruse?
Astral Express. This is our first encounter. Though given that I have encountered you in foresight, perhaps I should say the second. I am Fu Xuan, Master Diviner at the Divination Commission and one of the 6 charioteers.
I like her design.
Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine. But alas, the heavens, earth, and body are not aligned for such an occasion. You'll allow for a postponement of the usual formalities, I trust? We should begin with the matter at hand.
All right.
What the actual heck is she saying?
She does have a weird way of speaking, right? Very formal. Very formal.
If the method of my speech is offensive to you, you need but say.
It's not offensive, they're
We
just not
received
used
an
to it.
assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
Essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here, if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission.
Ooh, she got a warrant.
Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka?
I knew he was a good guy.
Understood. However,
March.
the General promised that all intel would be shared with us. We have a right to know anything that Kafka divulges.
Oh? That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be. We just want to listen in on the questioning.
We want to be witnesses.
Very well. Urgency demands fluidity. The three of you shall accompany me to the Divination Commission.
Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron hunters are slippery. What if she makes a break for it?
What if she's not actually in our custody? That would be my guess. What if this is just another projection or some kind of like, I don't know, man, decoy that Kafka's got set up? That's what I'm thinking right now.
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk and bring the truth to light. The time has arrived. We must depart. Please proceed.
Good enough. Maybe we actually do have her in our custody. I don't know. I will say, the ass whooping that I was getting from her seems very real to me.
Let's disembark here, benefactors.
Dude, I like that medallion she has.
Relative seclusion, but I can recognize my own territory. Why did you bring us here? Does this look like the Divination Commission to you?
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian Pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star skiff. Look, Exalting Sanctum. This is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
She doesn't seem too keen on that idea, does she?
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the marsh and water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers. What's wrong with that? We've got 10 fingers. May as well use them.
I had to give it to
I
March.
just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The star skiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis, I dare not even imagine the kind of mess the Commission must be in.
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
So this is just pretty much like going over her importance and everything, right?
That's why you have
It's giving a little bit of
your
context
talent
to
pool.
Fu Xuan.
Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks.
Jeez, man, she doesn't take any nonsense.
I'm going ahead to make some inquiries. Goodbye.
We can help.
You really are enthusiastic. No wonder Jing Yuan told me to give you errands.
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to be present when you question Kafka.
You think too little of me. My word is my bond. I will stick to my promise even if this delve collapses. That's very unlikely, by the way.
Yeah, she's incredibly overconfident, I think.
To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means.
Arrogant is definitely the best way to put it.
Confidential and cannot be disclosed. Forgive me. But I can assure you that the questioning will not begin until you arrive, even if that means wasting precious time. I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza. Once we've consolidated our internal affairs, you will be brought into the Divination Commission. Please be patient.
Well, at least she's reassuring.
Okay. could trust you. I think I offended someone again.
Yeah, possibly.
Don't start.
Don't take it to heart.
God, I
March.
love the dialogue in this game.
Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry with you.
Really? I thought she was pretty icy.
The interactions between the main character and March 7th in this game are much better than the main character and the interactions with Paimon in Genshin.
I don't know how to deal with people like that.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Yeah. Wow, that star skiff was pretty cool. There must be loads of interesting things in Exalting Sanctum.
Cool, man. Oh, a shop. Food stall owner. Tuspier wraps, Sun Lotus cakes. Come get them while they're hot. Sure. Let's see if there's any kind of recipes. Nope, no recipes. Gotcha. Cool, man. That's fine. I'll be honest with you, because I'm planning on ending the stream right now anyways. I think that's enough of the Xianzhou Luofu for today. I will more than likely end up streaming some more of it again in the near future. I just wanted to get up to this point before I started streaming this game anyways, so I appreciate you guys for hanging out. And if you're watching after the fact, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more Honkai Star Rail and all that good stuff, and you know what I'm trying to say, goodness. Anywho, that's gonna do it for this portion. Again, apologies for the very abrupt ending earlier today, and if you guys watched that video, then that is on me for taking care of my personal business and jumping on the stream a little too early than I probably should have. But anyways, it's there, it's whatever. We got through a large portion of this area, and that's what I fully intended to do today, which is awesome. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging out, really appreciate it. And I guess next time I will see you all starward. Take care, Trailblazers. Have a good one. Peace!